الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. يروي الإمام ابن ماجه في سننه والإمام أحمد في مسنده عن أبي أمامة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: لا يأتي أحدكم الصلاة وهو حاق، وفي لفظ نهى أن يصلي الرجل وهو حاق. The Prophet ﷺ is narrated by the Sahabi Abu Umama, that the Sahabi Abu Umama radiallahu anhu narrates that the Prophet of Allah ﷺ said, none of you should come to the prayer while he or she is holding in their urine. And in another wording, he forbade a person from praying while they are holding in their urine. And this hadith is in the collection of Imam Ibn Majah and the Muslim of Imam Ahmad. And there are other ahadith of similar wording that include the both, not just urine, but urine and stool. Okay, and the point is the same in all of them, which is the Prophet ﷺ instructed the people, the Sahaba, and then all of us by extension, to not pray when we're in that state, when we have to relieve ourselves. He's telling us, go relieve yourselves, make wudu again, and then pray. The fiqh ruling behind this is, or the fiqh ruling on this situation, what happens if a person is, in the state, is, there's like a variant of opinions, but all of the ulama generally discourage this kind of behavior. They say this is not encouraged in any way, shape, or form. The only time an exception is made is if time is running out. And no exceptions are made when you feel like this is going to hurt you physically or is going to completely destroy your salah. You have absolutely no concentration whatsoever. The khushu' is gone, then the salah will not count, and the person has to basically relieve themselves, make wudu and pray again. So there's a variant of opinions, but if you were to consolidate them, it's basically not encouraged, it's makruh, and best practice is the person relieves themselves and prays. And I think the reasoning is obvious, because when a person is in that state, they are holding in their their natural bodily function, they're holding that in. The person is not thinking of anything but that. All they're trying to get to is the end of the prayer, so that they can go to the bathroom and relieve themselves. And it's generally a terrible thing to do for your health, and there is no concentration in the prayer in that situation. The reason why I wanted to share this with you all, I think number one is this is a good hadith to know, good general best practice around salah. We should be mindful of that and implement that. But the other reason that is maybe a little bit more of a bigger picture reason is the Prophet ﷺ is instructing us here to remove distractions before we are praying. Yes? He's instructing us to remove distractions. And the most distracting thing you can imagine is your bodily functions. When that happens, you can't think of anything. That's all you are occupied with naturally. Yes? So he's saying that is the case. Remove all of that before you pray. And this is a very important aspect of being present in salah. Being there, our heart is present, our mind is present, of course bodily we are present, but that whole experience starts with distractions have to be cut out and removed. And you can make a list of distractions for yourselves. And today we have absolutely no shortage of distractions. There is an endless amount of things that occupy our minds. Literally there's endless. You can watch entertainment, you can listen to entertainment, you could just mindlessly, endlessly. There is absolutely no limits anymore. And what that does to the brain is it reduces its capacity. It has a finite amount of capacity. And what it does to the salah and our spiritual actions that require the mind and the heart to be present is very, very detrimental effects on the prayer. It just becomes, maybe we just settle into an autopilot routine at best. That's not a really great place to be. Okay, so as this is applicable across whatever week, whichever time we're in, but particularly as Ramadan is approaching, I would encourage myself and all of you to think about this, that how do we disconnect and how do we remove distractions from our lives, reduce them or contain them at least, so that our spirituality is amplified, starting with the salah, and of course the thing that is to follow inshallah in Ramadan, which is the fasting. يروي الإمام ابن ماجه والإمام أحمد عن أبي أمامة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يأتي أحدكم الصلاة وهو حاق، وفي لفظ نهى أن يصلي الرجل وهو حاق. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وجزاكم الله خيرا.